After reading Crossing the Switchblade and hearing Mrs. Joyce's talk, we are thinking about the character of God.
Okay, I wrote down everlasting and full of grace, and just because God's love never goes away, no matter what you do or what you have done in the past, and that ties into the grace because we couldn't be anything more than sinners if we didn't have grace from God.
I just wrote down all like the all adjectives, like all knowing, all powerful, like all loving, just kind of like, what's the word, like omniscient?
Omniscient.
Is that the, yeah, just kind of like over
Omnipotent.
everything.
Yeah. Thanks, Addison.
I put hope because I feel like a lot of people in the book were like addicted to drugs and hopeless and never like dreamed of a life where they weren't addicted and like constantly craving that. And I feel like he gives them hope.
That's great.
I put loving, powerful, peaceful, and the fear of God. And I was just thinking of those because of like God loves us, but we choose sin and like hide because of our shame. But like he wants us to choose him, and like because he's like our father, like a loving father who wants the best for us.
So good. Thanks, Alec.
My adjective was faithfulness. I think like throughout the whole book, you could just see his love, God's love and his faithfulness, like in all like the signs that he did, like when he would stop in the middle of nowhere in New York City, and it was the lead gang member's parents' house, and just it builds not only his faith, but the reader's faith, to know that God still does that, and he does that to those who love him.
I had grace and unconditional love. Just kind of showed, like, it shows that it can rub off on people, like on David, and just how he showed just God's unconditional love to all the people that he was around, and and how it just showed throughout the whole book. Yeah.
I said king and sovereign because God just shows up throughout the entire book and works through like super miraculous ways, and it shows that he's in control of everything.
Great. Thank you.
I did leading because the story about how he led David and kind of just stuck with him the entire time.
I said hopeful because no matter what happens, you have to have hope and trust in God that everything will be okay.
I put leader because he led everything with his power and might.
Great.
I put reliable because no matter what we do and how many earthly things disappoint us, he's never going to leave us.
I put loving, all-powerful, protective, patient, and faithful